Hello, everyone. Hope you're well. I was just about to call it a night and go to sleep, but I just noticed that I haven't had the chance to respond to a young friend of ours, 18-year-old, uh, Jacob, and he's pretty upset. The short of the long story is that he had a girlfriend, and the girlfriend broke it off on Facebook, and which is pretty of bad taste. If there's something personal and you want to break it off, you never do it on Facebook, unless I don't know, you're such a. Um, it's such an improper way of breaking up a relationship. I don't care what age you are. But he said that she has been lying to him all the time, and now she tells him that she's been lying all the time, and other friends who put some improper, revealing pictures of her on, I don't know, Facebook and stuff. She forgave him easily, but she said to him that if you would have done that, I would never forgive you. And so Jacob thinks maybe, she likes the other guys or the other friends more than he does. And Jacob is not sure that he even want her back or not, but he feels that he's hurt. He hasn't been able to be at peace, and he's upset about the whole thing. And he even says that she has faked orgasm and all that. And so he feels his pride is shattered, as he says, that he's lost everything or he doesn't feel good about himself, things like that. So I'm going to touch on that for you, Jacob, and I want to bring your attention to some things that you may not really be aware. First of all, nothing has happened to you. Nothing. Absolutely nothing has happened to you. What is bothering you and makes you think that something bad has happened to you is what you're making out of this whole situation in your mind. In your thoughts, you're thinking that this is a devastating thing because a girlfriend has rejected you or has said no to you or has broken off with you. And because at this age you really haven't made anything out of yourself, you have no other assets other than making yourself feel good because you have a girlfriend. That's what at this age is all about. If you have a girlfriend, you feel you're on top of the world. And if you don't have a girlfriend, you feel if you're a loser, which is all bullshit. It's totally false. But that's how your age thinks. And now that she has broken up with you, you think, oh, you lost the only asset that you had, the only thing that was making you proud of yourself and accomplished, or feel confident about yourself because you had a girlfriend, so you were kind of considered adult or somebody compared to the other people in the school, that you were among the ones who had girlfriends, and the ones who don't have, perhaps you think they're not good enough or losers or not accomplished, or maybe this is how you think about the ones who don't have a girlfriend, and therefore you feel so bad about it now that you have broken up. It's all misconception of you. You shouldn't be thinking that way. First of all, people who do have girlfriend doesn't mean they're any better than the ones who don't have girlfriend at all. And the ones who don't have a girlfriend doesn't mean that they wanted one, or doesn't mean that they're ready for it, or doesn't mean that they have found the right one for themselves, or doesn't mean that they're any worse or better than anybody else who has a girlfriend. And the ones who have a girlfriend maybe have a slutty girlfriend, or not a good girlfriend, or maybe they have a good girlfriend, but either way, it doesn't make any difference to their quality. Each person's quality and worth is upon himself, from inside of him, what he accomplishes, what he does, what he learns, what he does with his life, how he behaves, what his attitude is toward life, to others, and what he wants to accomplish in this life, and so on. So what you're really thinking about, that something has happened to you, that you're so devastated, I lost everything, I'm nobody, I'm no good. These are all illusions that you put up here. Illusions based on some things that you've seen somebody in some movie, or some stories that they became devastated when they lose their girlfriend or whatever, or wife or whatever. Now you're exaggerating this whole thing as if this was your wife, or this was your family, or this something drastically has happened. Nothing has happened to you. What has happened is all what you perceive of the situation. But in reality, nothing whatsoever has happened to you. You're the same person, you look the same, your mentality is the same, your money is the same, your school is the same. It's only illusion. You've made it in your mind that it must be bad or disaster because I lost something. And we covered in another production before that we're conditioned to think that if we attain something, then we are increased in value, and if we lose something, that means we are a loser now. We are diminished in value. And in your opinion, at this age, you think having had a girlfriend is a real big deal. Now that, so you felt good because you attained something, you had something compared to the people at the same age of yours. Now that you feel it's broken up, you feel like, oh, all whatever you had, whatever was making you valuable is broken, which is not true. It has nothing to do with the value. People have girlfriends and girls have boyfriends every day, back and forth, break up and another one, break up another. That doesn't mean their value goes up and down. It's not a stock market. It goes up and down because something happens. Your worth and value comes from inside of you, and how you deal with this situation is what makes you valuable and content and strong and confident or not. If you, pussy out of this thing and start crying and so on, that's what makes you not having dealt with the situation that everybody faces in life properly. So, get over that. Secondly, you think because she may have forgiven some idiot who put some naked pictures of her on Facebook, and she would say that she wouldn't have forgiven you if you would have done the same, it means she likes somebody more than you do. So again, you're comparing yourself with somebody else on how she feels or how she behaves about somebody else versus you, and this comparison makes you feel like she likes somebody more or less. No, who cares? Maybe in fact she says that I wouldn't forgive you if you would have done that because she had a relationship with you, so you were important to you. You were important to her, so obviously she wouldn't be forgiving you if you would have done that. But some asshole who does it, she said, what the heck, I don't care about the guy, and these days she's breaking up with you, so she wants to be popular. She's not gonna hold a grudge against everybody. She just wants to kind of, she knows she's doing something negative right now in her own life. She's breaking up with you, so she doesn't want to kind of be nasty to everybody. So maybe that's the reason. So you can relax about it. And who gives a shit if she forgives somebody or likes somebody more than you or doesn't? That doesn't determine your worth and value. Remember that. You're making up all these things and making it as if it's so important, her opinion about you. What about other people's opinion? Your friends, world, the things that you have to do and accomplish in this life. Those are the real issues that you should be focusing on. Not an opinion of a girlfriend who is breaking up with you. Well, if she wasn't breaking up with you and still had some complaints about you that, you behave this way or that way, okay, maybe that was worth something. But she's broken up with you, so what do you care what she thinks of you? Let it go. Now, you say that she said that, she faked orgasm. Well, if she faked orgasm, what does it have to do with you? It's not your problem. First of all, the medical community does talk about that. 2 out of 3 women have a hard time reaching climax and orgasm. They will never reach it, or very difficult. It takes a long time for them. It's not your problem. Women usually, many of them, have this challenge of taking them long time, and sometimes they don't ever reach orgasm or climax. So it's not your problem. It's not a man's problem. Yeah, sometimes men have problems, but not in your case, not in these cases. Most cases, this is just the way girls are. Some don't come. And some of them come later because they will learn about their own body and feelings, and they become more open to it, and then they will learn what it is that it should be done and so on. And their mentality and their state of mind is more relaxed, and then they will learn, and maybe they'll come easier. That's a medical thing, and you can't help that. So it's not your problem. And let's say if she's faking it, that means she really liked you. So she's faking it to make it look like that. Okay, please be satisfied. There's nothing wrong with me. I came. What do you think she's gonna think if she doesn't reach climax half an hour, 1 hour into the lovemaking, and she's gonna think, oh, maybe you will think there's something wrong with her, so she's gonna fake it. So she will be considered, she had a good time, and you will be satisfied that she's fine and she enjoyed it, and she wants to make you also feel good about that. So obviously she cared about you to fake it. It's not necessarily when they fake it, it's like bad. It means they like you. So think of it this way. Relax, Jacob. Nothing has gone wrong. You haven't done anything wrong. And who cares if she's broken up with you? You're 18 years old. It's supposed to be broken up. You're supposed to have girlfriends one after the other every few months until you really gain experience and you feel what it is. Relationship, ups and downs of it, and you gain experience, and eventually you will choose better, you will have a longer relationships, and so on and so forth. So please be good to yourself, and this is normal. Every one of us go through it. Nothing bad has happened, and nothing has happened to you. So really what has gotten hurt is your ego, nothing else. There's a section I have about hurt, what gets hurt, and so on and so forth. Watch that one, and I'll probably put the link here for you, and then hope you will be okay with it, and think about what I said. It's not a big deal. Every one of us have gone through it. So what? Go on. Go on, enjoy life, and make new friends. Have a nice day. Talk to you soon.